got one more thing.
Is that where we're at?
We got one. Welcome to Derry.
What?
Oh,
Welcome
yeah,
to
shit.
Derry.
We have Welcome to Derry.
Oh, yeah. Crazy show. That first episode. Haven't seen the second episode. They have. I haven't.
Absolute cinema.
That first episode.
Very good.
Dude. I couldn't believe my eyes.
You too, Brandon.
Yeah, you hit him with the absolute cinema. It is. It was great.
Yeah.
I love. What I'll say is, and I say this in a positive, and I noticed this when I rewatched the first Andy Muschietti a couple years ago in theaters. It got a re-release for Halloween. I think those movies aren't scary to me, but what he does is he builds these really cool, weird set pieces. Like, he doesn't scare me, but he uses, like, horror energy, and it can only be described as horror, to craft, like, some weird, gross, nasty shit. And it's like, here, instead of an action set piece, it's like, here's some gross, nasty, creepy shit going on instead. With, you know, and it's big. It has a lot of CGI, and it's very extravagant. The opening of this, when they're in the car and the freaking mutant baby comes out the vagina.
Dude, the opening, I like, it immediately hooks you. You're just like, okay, I'm in for this. And the show looks great. Ben said that when he was first watching it. He was just like, it looks really good. There's a big baby at one point.
Mutant baby.
That even looks good. And it's all CG, but it looks great. They put money into this. It's HBO, obviously. They put money into this. But Andy Muschietti, faith restored. At least from this episode.
Episode 2 is also good.
I don't know about
episode 2. That's pretty good. He also directed that one.
I liked episode 2. We'll talk about it a little bit less. There's not much to spoil in it. What the big spoiler is going to be right now, we're going to talk about in the first episode. So anyone with timestamps.
Yeah, big spoiler.
Big, massive spoiler.
Yeah, this is a big... This is a big...
Spoiler.
Yeah. There you go. They murder all the fucking kids except for 2. They introduce a whole cast, and they kill all of them, except for 2.
They play on your, like, because I rewatched not the Andy Muschietti ones, but I rewatched the original, like with the Tim Curry one, like not knowing that the next day that the episode would release. That was kind of like a weird subconscious thing on my part, but like it does a really good job of like playing on your expectation, like with the Losers Club, and even like some of the Stranger Things kind of like dynamics. Like it plays on that, and even in like the main poster for the show, these kids are on the cover. And I saw like the trailer like one time. I don't remember seeing the kids too much, but they're definitely like the prime focus. And usually shows they show the first few episodes in the trailer anyway. But they do a really good job of like baiting and switching without doing the. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, it's not like completely just subverting your expectations. It's being like, oh, what a twist! It's like,
well, it's
like,
also
it's really
the setup. They don't. Those kids aren't like, oh, they're in the show. They all have their own focus before they die. Yeah, they let you think these motherfuckers have a whole plot ahead of them. They
show you their families.
Yeah, they have their own scenes by themselves. You know, it's not like, oh, they're the best friends who are in every scene, so they'll probably live. It's like, no, they seem like, I thought that the Jewish kid with the curly hair, I thought he was gonna be the main character. Because he got the most focus, and he gets fucking ripped in half.
He had a Batman comic.
Yeah, and he had a Flash comic, and the Batman comic had Clayface on it.
Yeah, that kid the character has the same last name as Stanley,
and
from the first movie.
The main character on the Air Force base, he has the name as the African American kid from the movies as well.
Oh, do they really? Let me see.
I forget the name.
Hanlon.
Check that.
Hanlon. Yeah, Mike Hanlon is the kid with on the cow farm with the bolt gun. I
was thinking they were gonna do that. I was just like, is my mind playing tricks on me?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. In terms of,
well, they mentioned. I was watching a video on this because I was like, okay, it's probably just the same last name, but that kid has
the brother is.
What was it? The older brother might be Stanley's dad. We don't know that, but I just thought that was a cool thing that they did.
Yeah, I did see someone was like, it is unlikely. What's the kid's name? The one that dies. We'll call him Matt. I know it's not Matt, but I saw the article. It's like, it does not seem likely that Matt is going to be Stanley's dad. I'm like, you don't say. You don't say.
You don't say.
He gets fucking ripped in half. You think he might not go?
I mean, there's like a.
Dude, when I was first watching that episode, that scene happened, and I thought I saw the kid get yanked into the air, but I was like, that looked deadly. I don't think that would have happened. And then the next shot is his face hitting the window, and he's just in pieces. And I was, that's like a 10-year-old kid.
And they killed a 6-year-old kid.
I know.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my
I really
eyes.
thought they were going to do the Stranger Things thing where they're like, yeah, you got the older brother and his younger sister type of thing in the group. But it's like, nope.
They're both dead.
Nope.
No.
They're gone.
I really like the main guy in the Air Force Base, Hanlon. I think he's cool, especially in the second episode.
Yeah, he's cool,
I liked him a lot. You see a little bit more of him. Chris Chalk's character is so cool. I just think he's cool. I love the way he plays him. He's just like, he's allowed on this base, and he has a very special. We're gonna have to talk about this. This isn't a spoiler, okay? This is going into the plot.
We're in spoilers.
Okay. I know, but I'm
though.
talking about episode 2. I'm not gonna spoil. There's nothing. There's not like anyone dies in episode 2. But as you can gather from the trailers, a part of this,
that's a spoiler in itself.
But a part of as you can gather from the trailers, a part of the show is the military is trying to clearly figure out what the fuck is going on with Pennywise, right? They showed them the trailer, and you see the second episode kind of pulls back some more layers, and Chris Chalk's character, he has that psychic shit from The Shining. He has
The Shining.
Yeah, he has The Shining. He has The Shining. It's cool.
He has The Shining.
That's why he's like,
or in The Simpsons, they call it The Shinning.
He's psychic. He's on the base, and they're using him to find Pennywise's lair. And that's
sick.
It's pretty cool. I like what they're doing. I like Harry Morgan. Something I thought was so weird. In episode 1, when he's jumped in his bedroom by the 3 masked men, no one reacts after. 3 guys with guns and bats beat him up. And then,
military
then him and
base.
his friends sit down like, damn, how's my hair? He at least says, how's my hair? I'm like, there's a Soviet spy in this base who tried to murder you.
Multiple.
3 of them. Sound the alarm. I was like, call somebody.
Bro,
they don't
chase after them.
No one. They didn't yell, hey, 3 armed men broke into your room and asked you very detailed questions and gave the identifiable information for a top secret military plane that you're here to work on. That's a huge security breach. And they both just sit on the bed and ask about their hair. I was like, that was a little bit crazy. I don't know why they didn't have them be like, hey, there's fucking, like, I would have run out into the hallway and be like, hey, there's fucking guys with guns in here. You need to stop them from leaving. So, that was a little bit silly. You get a little bit more explanation on that in the second, well, you get a lot more explanation on that in the second episode. I'll leave that up to Brandon.
Okay.
I think it's cool.
Yeah. What I will say, and compared to, like, the
Muschietti.
Andy Muschietti films, and even the original film adaptation, I read the book a long time ago, but, like, Pennywise, or It, is way more OP in the show than he is in any of those. You know, like, because I feel like in the original story, or just, like, the story in general, because, like, you know, it matches up with the Andy Muschietti ones, like, they're focusing on, like, the mystery around it, and you could argue that Pennywise has different targets in mind for his goal, just to eat people. Well, so, like, that focuses on a bit of, like, the mystery, like, oh, there's something, like, weird going on here, versus just, like, the pure fear factor where he's buttering these kids up to eat them.
Yeah.
A little bit more than, like, the Losers Club.
Yeah. This
Like, I could maybe argue that, but even then, like, the stuff that he's doing in this show, I'm sorry, way more crazy than anything he's done in the movies.
I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
Any of the movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Couple more things to talk about. Did you know this show was greenlit for 3 seasons?
Yeah, so
they're going back.
But the thing is, they're being treated like miniseries.
Yeah.
So, like, they're all open and closed.
Yeah. Well, do you know what they're
and,
doing for the other 2 seasons?
Yeah. The next season is going to be 27 years before that, and then then the third one 27 years.
And I
before
think
that
I
one.
saw
so,
that.
like,
I think it's literally in 1908. Season 3 is gonna be.
1908 or 06 or something like that. That's
so
awesome.
we're going real far back.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
We're gonna see the origins.
The origins of Pennywise.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Man, that's super sick. Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm glad they're doing that, because I was thinking, like, you're gonna have a massive Stranger Things issue with, like, these child actors and just like I don't want to see these people age, and, like, I don't think the story is worth dragging on for, like, that long. It's not that type of story. Like, you get to the point.
Yeah, 3 anthologies.
And it seems like they're going to get to the point.
Anthologies.
So, yeah, 3 anthologies.
There you go.
Yeah, perfect.
That sounds cool to
awesome.
me. And so far, this is an indicator. I really like this. I think this is very cool so far. I would love to see more of this. I love that it's a very strong period piece. I'd like to see weirder, because this one is mid-60s, so we're going to get one in the 40s, or it's the 30s, the late 30s, I believe. So we got the 80s for the movie, then we're going to, now we're in the mid-60s, we're going back to the late 30s, and then we're going back to 1908. So that's pretty cool. Those are like very distinct time periods.
Yeah, it's going to look very different.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that HBO money put into those big sets.
Yeah. And also, like, I mean, there's the big elephant in the room with us 3 big DC fans and Andy Muschietti. Like, he's going to be busy with Batman and stuff. So,
that is
like,
true.
This is a good way, like, if he is going to be doing multiple Batman movies, which I assume he's going to be doing. He's going to be probably doing all of them, that I would imagine. Unless they pull some Doctor Strange stuff and then they sub out the director. That's possible, but it's rare to be seen with a Batman thing. So... yeah, it wouldn't make season 2 or season 3 feel very different if he was too busy with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I hadn't thought about that. Either way, big recommend on this show. I think it's very cool. I love horror stuff. I love scary things.
Yeah.
You know, weekly.
We talk about horror almost as much as we do about comic books. If not, probably
honestly
good.
It's a lot of horror.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
But speaking of comic books,
woo!
Comic Book Club.